The Helium Solana migration was completed nearly 9 days ago, which means there is just 1 day left to stake your HNT and earn the 3x VHNT bonus during the land rush period. This land rush bonus was outlined originally in HIP 70 and was later increased to a 10-day period in HIP 77. With 1 day left, it is important to stake your HNT now rather than a week from now if you want a 3x voting power bonus for your HNT. This is being done to incentivize long-term HNT holders that want a louder voice in the voting process. There is no longer a 10,000 HNT minimum for staking. You can now stake 1 HNT or 1 million HNT. All done at the click of a button in the new Helium app. Let's take a look at the details in today's video. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. It really helps support the channel. Today's video, again, is sponsored by absolutely nobody. Sharing, liking, and subscribing to the channel and leaving any comments or questions down below is the best way to support the channel. There are also a few ref links down in the description that will save you some money if you use them and also directly help support the channel. Today, we will be talking about the land rush bonus that there's about a day left or a little bit over a day left to stake your HNT and earn that land rush bonus. This land rush was originally proposed in HIP 70 and refined later in HIP 77. And basically it gives early adopters of staking HNT a 3 times bonus on their voting power of that staked HNT. This is very simple to do within the app, and we're gonna go through the exact steps of how to do that, what it means, and how much HNT voting power you should expect to earn. And also there is a earnings component associated with staking. We'll go over that as well. But as we can see here, this was yesterday, and they said there's 2 days left in the land rush period. And the Helium Foundation in this tweet here outlines a little bit about how it works and the importance of staking your HNT and earning this land rush bonus. Now, first of all, the reason for this land rush bonus period is really to encourage an initial amount of HNT staking to help build the treasuries out of these sub-DAOs and of the HNT treasury. This is very important for the earnings of each sub-DAO because later, after you stake your HNT and earn VHNT, you can also delegate that to a sub-DAO. We will go over that in today's video. As you can see here, we believe that there should be an additional incentive for stake HNT holders to become VHNT holders at the transition. With VHNT staking, any holder of HNT can stake any amount of HNT and are not restricted to the 10,000 HNT limit imposed by current validator staking. We propose that a 3x VHNT bonus is applied to any wallet that stakes HNT in the introductory period. And they give a quick example here of how 10 HNT would result in 30 VHNT voting power over 6 months. And that same 10 HNT locked up for 4 years would turn into 3,000 VHNT instead of 1,000 VHNT. We'll go over all of this, but basically it 3x's your voting power if you stake during the land rush period. Now, there is also a sentence here that says this bonus grants these Genesis stakers an increased opportunity to earn sub-DAO tokens if they stake their VHNT to the IoT or mobile sub-DAO. That is talking about delegating your VHNT once you have staked your HNT. We will talk about that because you will earn particular sub-DAO tokens based on where you delegate your VHNT to. Now, as we can see quickly in HIP 77, they did refine the land rush period from 7 days to now 10 days, just to make sure that everyone got a chance to take advantage of this period, because 7 days isn't really that long, especially considering the bugs and the updates and all of that sort of stuff. But there still is about a day and a half left of the land rush period. Now, as we can see, once you stake your HNT, you will have VHNT, and to earn rewards from the token emissions, VHNT holders must delegate their VHNT to one or more sub-DAOs. The lockup period can range from just 1 day all the way up to 4 years, with the longer lockup periods resulting in a higher VHNT multiplier. So the longer you lock up your HNT, the more VHNT you are granted. VHNT is the vote escrowed HNT. Now, once you do delegate this VHNT to a sub-DAO, you will then earn a certain amount of that sub-DAO tokens based on a certain amount of variables. As we can see down here, sub-DAO rewards may increase when more VHNT is delegated in the sub-DAO you delegated to, your treasury gets more HNT. More hotspot onboarding fees are burned in the sub-DAO you delegated to, and more network data is transferred in the sub-DAO you delegated to. Those will all increase your rewards if you delegate your VHNT to a particular sub-DAO. And below lists a few scenarios in which the rewards for delegating your VHNT to a particular sub-DAO will decrease. And as we can see, the calculation here is 6% is shared proportionally amongst all VHNT delegated to that sub-DAO at the end of each epoch. So if you do delegate your VHNT to a particular sub-DAO, 6% of the total emissions of that sub-DAO will then get split proportionally to all people who delegated their VHNT to that particular sub-DAO. Now, guys, we're going to go through on the phone how to get to the area where you can stake your HNT to earn this land rush bonus. From there, you can delegate, you can change delegations, all of those sorts of things. But the main thing I want to focus on in today's video is taking advantage of the land rush period. Now, guys, before you stake your HNT, there is one quick step you have to take. As you can see here, wallets are unable to carry out complex transactions without a little bit more SOL. So everybody in the migration received 0.00139 SOL. That should be in your wallet already, enough for 100 standard transfers. However, this is not enough to pay for space needed on Solana or account rent, as they call it, incurred when transactions need to make more complex actions. For example, locking HNT to get VHNT requires about 0.014 SOL, which is about 40 cents. So if you do not add a little bit more SOL to your wallet, you will not be able to stake your HNT. Now, of course, 40 cents is very cheap compared to what things cost prior to this migration. 0.014 SOL just is not that much. I know a lot of people are going to have a lot to say about that, but what you have to do is very simple, and I will show you right now before we get to the actual staking process. So guys, in order to get enough SOL to stake your HNT, you have to go into the Helium app. You're going to enter, you will see the main screen, you will go to Realms, and then you will click on the Docs Helium token, SOL token selection. You will go down and you will be able to see swap utility, select wallet, detected. You click the Helium one and you click I agree, and then there's a button for convert about 0.2 HNT to 0.02 SOL for transaction fees. Now this will be enough to stake your HNT, and you click convert, and then you click approve, and that should, just like that, add SOL to your balance. And if we go down, we can now see that I have $0.4 worth or 47 cents worth of SOL. Before I had a much smaller amount. So that did work, and that gave me enough SOL to now stake my HNT. And now from there, we will go back to the Realms, and there will be three options. There'll be three realms.heliumvote.com options. You'll see HNT, mobile, and IoT. In order to stake, you want to click on the top one, the HNT, or at least it's my top one. Now, from there, you are going to want to make sure your Helium wallet is connected in the top right. Select Helium, select connect. Then here, as you can see, I don't have anything staked so far. This is the first test I do before I really stake everything and decide how I'm going to set it up. But at the top, as an example, I'll show you. I'll stake 5 here right now. My governance power, you're going to click view. And this is the governance power dashboard. You'll click lock tokens, and there, right off the bat, there are 2 different lockup types. You could click about lockups, and it will explain the difference out. It'll explain the difference here in detail. Constant on the bottom requires a little bit of manual intervention to start the actual clock of the time period you select. Decaying, you do not need to do that. It will just start once you stake your HNT. That's what I'm going to do. For now, I am going to lock up in decaying type because I want it to start, and for 6, actually I'll do for a year. As you can see, my vote power turns to 25. It increases the longer you stake it, and that is before the 3x land rush bonus. So 4 years will earn you 300 times vote weight multiplier, not 100 for the next day and a half. This will give me 75x vote weight multiplier for the next day and a half, and I'm going to lock up 5 HNT for a year. to earn effectively 75x my voting power in VHNT. And I'm going to select lock tokens. I'm going to select approve, and it is now processing. As you can see now, I have 375 votes because I did it during the land rush period, and it is currently locked. Now, if I go back to the home screen, I can see now my governance power is 374 votes. And guys, that is it. It's that simple. Now, if I click out and go back in, you can see that this is the main screen. I'm going to connect Helium wallet again, and I can now see it is still here, and I could click view my governance power, and there's my votes. There's my locked position, 3x land rush, 11 months and 30 days left. Lockup type decaying. And as you can see, I have the little land rush badge. That's what you want for the next day and a half to earn that 3x multiplier. And from here, I can now delegate, split, transfer. If you do any of the splitting, transfer, or extending, it will negate the land rush, so I wouldn't do that. But delegating, you can change. Throughout the lockup process, and it won't affect your land rush multiplier. So guys, those are the steps you do have to take in order to stake your HNT. As a summary, before you can actually stake it, you do have to do that little piece where you convert the small amount of HNT into enough SOL to actually do the complex transfer. Once you do that, you can then go and stake as you please. Of course, try and get it before the next day and a half for the land rush bonus, and you can decide as to how many different time frames you want to set up and the different types, whether it's constant or decaying. But guys, I hope this explains it all for you as simple as possible. If you have any questions, put them down below. But if you are getting an error, it is likely because you don't have enough SOL, so make sure you do that first step. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you guys found value in this video. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. It really, really helps support the channel, and I really appreciate it. But guys, just like that, this video is over, and I will see you next time.